Okay, guys, let's get this straight. I was gonna make a thank you vid, thanking because I got 100 subscribers in like 3 weeks. That's a record for me. That's like a foregone record, but I'm not at 300 yet. At least not when I'm making this video. But I was gonna say thank you for all those subs. My channel got 10,000 views, I believe, last week. I forgot to mention that. And my Victory Road review got 1,000 views. My most watched video ever, officially. Now, with all my new subs, I think I should explain some things. Because I don't think people who I were subbed to, and who I love their videos, like Sanders Robin or the Miz 2003K, who just subbed to me, I don't think they know the full story. So they got new subs, and in order to understand my full story, you need to know my old account. I had an old account. It was bigrat310, the numbers. That account got taken down for a video I made about Backlash having very little blood. If you want to see that video, it's on this account. I believe it's the second or third video that I uploaded to prove it to YouTube that there's nothing wrong with the video. I filed a DMCA complaint just now. I waited 3 months. I'm going to get my account back from today through Tuesday. One of those days, the day I get my account. And I will be switching to that account. I'll give you guys time to subscribe to it. I'll put the link in the description box in every video. And I'll say you must subscribe to that account because that's the account I will go to. So, and on that account has my story. And a lot of you guys don't know my story since I got new subs. And this story involves the rise and fall of mainstream wrestling for me. And somehow Brian Kendrick is related to that. Back in 2001, I'd seen wrestling, but like, really, I was on vacation, I saw it on TV, and I thought it was cool, but like, I didn't follow it. I didn't follow it at all. I would watch it like every 6 months, and I would watch like one match every 6 months. 2002, my brothers, we had an uncle, like a friend, the uncle's friend, who's kind of like another uncle, who watched wrestling, and he introduced my brothers to it, and I never got into it. And then they sat down and they showed me a SmackDown in 2002, and I loved it. I loved it a lot. I love Taker. He won. He was in the main event. He won. That's why today he still is my favorite wrestler. And for those who were subscribed to me, just so you know, this is not where I normally do my videos. I'm on vacation right now. If you see me, those of you who see me do my videos in my regular home, you will see I have an Undertaker fat head on the wall. So then we started watching wrestling as a family. My brothers, my dad, and myself. We saw every pay-per-view. And it was at the high point of the WWE. People say the Attitude Era was so great. This is my favorite years of WWE because it's so personal, close to me. 2002, 2003, and 2004. Everyone gives 2002 and 2004 their props, but no one gives 2003 their props. 2003, I just commented on one of Sanders Robin's vids on the top match of 2003. That's a very underrated year for WWE. That had 3 5-star matches. Let's see, we have Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, the Iron Man match between Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. I mean, good God, that year was awesome. We had a bunch of great matches, and that year doesn't get its due, in my opinion. So I loved it, and then it started in October of 2005, where my dad didn't want to. We missed pay-per-views here and there because we just missed them. We were doing something, we forgot. I always miss like 2 pay-per-views a year. But in October 2005, for No Mercy, my dad didn't want to see Batista versus Eddie Guerrero because he didn't believe Eddie Guerrero to be a main eventer, and neither did I, to be honest. He just had a feud with Ray where he lost 7 out of the 8 matches. He didn't look like a good main eventer. And he didn't buy the feud, and he didn't want to watch that. He didn't think it would be a believable match. So we didn't order the pay-per-view, and that kind of started it. And then what kind of kicked into overdrive was the whole God angle. Actually, Eugene had something to do with that. The whole Eugene angle kind of pissed us off because I have a family member with a mental disease. But HBK and God versus McMahon's at Backlash, we didn't order that show either because I found it offensive and I found it just dumb. And that kind of started, and I think from then on, I think I kind of watched all the pay-per-views by myself. My brothers lost interest. My dad lost interest. He watches some. Don't get me wrong, last year we saw SummerSlam, No Mercy, Armageddon. We always see the Royal Rumble because we love the Royal Rumble match. We always see WrestleMania together. But that's kind of it. Not another show this year. And well, we saw actually. Wait, I think we saw Night Champions last year. Yeah. And mainstream wrestling really has gone down. It really has. And honestly, if it wasn't for ROH, I think I might have quit wrestling by now. I seriously think that. I've been doubting myself, saying, "Oh my God, it's bullshit. Wrestling is pissing me off. The storylines are bullshit. The wrestling is bullshit." It even made me say the words I never want to say. This is fake. Why am I watching it? I actually said that after watching Victory Road. I seriously thought, why the fuck do I watch wrestling? Why the fuck do I watch wrestling? And it was a shame, but I think ROH is kind of, and PWG and Chikara, and a bit of Puro. I uploaded what many consider to be the tag team match this year from Noah. It's on my channel. If you guys scroll back a bit, you'll see it. It's a 4-part video. Those are really bringing my faith back into wrestling, because mainstream wrestling right now is so bad. Cena and Orton at SummerSlam, who wants to see that? I mean, they had a great match SummerSlam 7, and I raved on how that's probably one of my top 5 SummerSlam matches of all time. But I don't want to see the same shit over and over. That's fucking boring. You know? This whole year has just been... yeah. How many matches can you say from the WWE that are must amazing see matches? I can only name 2, not 3, 2. I do not count the Raw Elimination Chamber. I think that is the most overrated match this year. That match was not that great. I prefer the SmackDown Elimination Chamber more. The only 2 matches, 2, that I think are more than 4.25, 4.5 stars from WWE are Taker HBK and Ray Jericho at the Bash. That's it. That's it for me. And from TNA, wow, what a bad year for TNA. King of the Mountain match. The X Division, I guess. Or the main eventers, I forget. That's it. That's it. In ROH, I can name several. The Tails match on HDNet is worth going anyway. The Fatal 4 on HDNet. The tag match at Take No Prisoners. This is all just 2009. The Tag Title Classic at Double Feature 2. Nigel McGuinness versus Kenta at the 7th anniversary show. And I heard the Chicago show is tremendous. I heard Tyler Black and Jimmy Jacobs had a great cage match that you got to check out. Brent Albright and Claudio Castagnoli are going to have a pretty good cage match on HDNet, I hear. So, mainstream wrestling really has just slimmered down, and I think RVD Teeter for Life said it best. It's mainstream wrestling's fault. The WWE pay-per-views this year, I don't think any of them were amazing. Not one. Not even Mania. Mania to me is my favorite WWE pay-per-view. I give Mania like an 8. I mean, come on. Night of Champions was average to okay. You know, it was okay, enjoyable, I'll say that. Bash sucked. I did not like Extreme Rules. Judgment Day, I liked that first, but when I resaw the pay-per-view, it was not a good show for me. Backlash, I felt under-delivered a bit. Royal Rumble, I didn't like too much. And No Way Out, I think, is highly, highly overrated. Show of the year for me so far, Supercard of Honor 4. Don't know much more. Maybe a few. The Chicago show, I heard Death Before Dishonor might top that. But yeah, man, mainstream wrestling has just been. Oh, Dragon Gate USA might top that. It's just been, for me, something that I love so much and that I spent so much time doing. That's kind of why I got into YouTube. I felt lonely. I felt lonely just watching the pay-per-views by myself and not being able to talk to my family or my friends who dropped out of wrestling after 2005. And I felt lonely, and I came here on YouTube so I can express that, so I can express my opinions. Brian Kendrick got released. Not surprised. That guy did a little bit of... I read it in a video magazine, like, he didn't directly sound like a druggie, but he kinda, in my mind, made a little hints and references to it, like, we can't observe the world as we know it. We have to go beyond our own insights, beyond what the world is showing to us, the alternate universes, the dark matter. It's a little weird. But, hey, I'm not going to say that caused him to be a druggie. I don't even know if that's why he was released. And I think it had to be wellness policy because it didn't look like they were doing much, but it did look like they were starting a slight program with him and Jerry Law, and they wouldn't just throw him away like that. So, ROH DVDs. I am in the processing 7th anniversary show. I really like the show so far. Still gotta see Take No Prisoners, Double Feature 2, Cut Above, 50 Festival New York, 50 Festival Finale, Caged Rage, Kurt Angle Champion. I got this DVD in December and I still haven't finished it. And these 2 Netflixes are for the Macho Man DVD. Yes, I know they're sweetest. I will make a Revolution vid about this. Go subscribe to my Revolution channel, which you guys don't know about. I made a video with Survivor Season 7, Matt, Take a Fan for Life 1419, and Trademark 629. It's called the 15 Revolution. We basically say that kids our age really do know shit about professional wrestling, and that we should be taken seriously. If you guys want to see more of my vids, go to that channel. There's a bunch of Skype conversations that I put on that channel. I'm going to make a vid right now with those guys. I'm going to put on that channel talking about exactly the same topic, mainstream wrestling. Hey guys, come on guys, peace.